top 10. This top 10
movies that we're looking forward to this year. Not already come and gone, but from now on, we're getting into the spring season. That's when movies really start hitting their stride. Yeah. Like the stuff that comes out at the beginning of winter, no one gives a shit about. There's some good hit or miss, but not.
Last summer we had some good movies, by the way. Captain America, the new Thor. What was it? Guardians of the Galaxy was the big one. That was the best one. You also had Ninja Turtles, which hit or miss. Wasn't bad though. I didn't want to see it. I was excited to see it, but
we had this discussion earlier. It was good popcorn.
Yes. Not as good as the old ones though.
It was a good reason to go to the movies, but if you were a diehard Ninja Turtle fan, you probably left a little bit disheartened.
I forgot to do that today. I got my tuberculosis shot. And I have to go get it, and they have to take like the skin out of there and test it. But
you'll be fine.
I'm confident I don't have tuberculosis.
I haven't been to a
organization in quite some time. My top 10. You're supposed to be every 2 years.
When's the last time I had mine?
Honorable mentions. I have no idea. I don't keep track of your medical files.
It would be 2002. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay, honorable mention. Chappie, which looks like a hardcore like robot killing movie. Mad Max, just because it's Mad Max. And Fantastic Four. I don't know if I'm going to be excited or not about the Fantastic Four because the last two kind of. First one wasn't bad from the old suit.
Well, this is not a continuation.
It's not. It's not. That's what I mean. But it wasn't bad. The second one just seems like they threw a movie. The story's not horrible. I mean, they didn't have one of the biggest villains in like the Marvel universe.
They read the first 3 pages of that series of comics and decided they were going to make a movie.
Why don't they just get experts to come in and write movies? I don't understand that. They do now.
Why can't they get people like Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans or
Chris Evans?
Yeah, Chris Evans or Thomas Jane.
Captain America, right?
Yeah,
Chris Evans.
That actually read the comics, know the comics, and are willing to do exactly what the comics say.
That is why I have a lot of respect for Hugh Jackman. Is he did the first few movies and he's like, I'm gonna go read the comic books and figure out how this character is actually supposed to be.
And he was the person that was least pleased with Wolverine.
Well, he was pleased with all of them. That's why he pushed for Days of Futures Past and like First Class,
which was brilliant.
Both of them were brilliant. That was another one that came out this week, this last summer. Days of Futures Past.
Yeah, it was. That was a brilliant.
That was a great movie.
Absolutely brilliant.
And a new, God, this last summer was great because Spider-Man 2. Amazing Spider-Man 2.
The more I watch it, the less I am in love with Electro and the way it seems kind of rushed that they just wanted someone big name and not white to play a character.
Yeah.
And that's what it seems like to me. And no offense to Jamie Foxx, you did the best you had with what you had to work with. So anyway, that's another conversation.
Okay. All right. So my top 10. Number 10 for me is Hitman Agent 47. It looks very good. I saw the trailer for it. The first one was really good. I forget the actor's name. He's in Transformers, right?
Was he?
Yeah, he's in the first Transformer movie.
Is it Josh Duhamel?
Yeah, in the first one. I don't know if he's in this one or not, but he was in the first one.
Is it Josh Duhamel?
Let me get
it has to be Josh Duhamel.
I think it is.
Or whatever.
I'll look it up.
It's just pronounced his name differently.
I'll give me 2 seconds. I'll find it.
Oh, I'm just going to the fridge to eat
beer. Don't be on the podcast. No, Chad, come back. No. I'm really upset that Jupiter Ascending is out of theaters now.
That was quick.
That was super quick because I was going to see it after work on Sunday before I went to work, your job.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need the first Transformer movie.
Why don't you just look up Josh Duhamel?
Because if I was in this movie, it'd be a lot easier. He is in it.
In Hitman? Well, I know he was in the original Transformers.
Well, I'm
going to just asking.
Click on his name and see if he comes up on the other one. And it might not be him. Now that I think of it, there's another guy who looks just like him.
Enhance.
Okay. Are you looking it up too?
Yeah.
Erasing. His filmography. Is he in Hitman? It was. Nope, not in Hitman. Hitman. Ow! Damn it! Sorry, Internet.
Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It looks just like him though. They look a lot
Well,
alike.
Timothy that's that dude from what, Justified?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
But you gotta
Timothy
admit they look
Olyphant.
alike.
Yeah, very close. Just the voice characterization was a little bit different. That's what threw me off. I was just going off looks. I wasn't thinking. Mockingjay Part 1 just
That
appeared in my face in case. Yeah, Timothy Olyphant.
Okay. So
Anyhow,
the first one was really. I thought he did a great job in that movie. And so the second one is apparently goes a step further. Basically, the Bourne movies is what it sounds like.
yeah, but is it him or is it Zachary Quinto?
What do you mean?
Zachary Quinto is in Agent 47 or 48 or Hitman Agent 47 or 80, whatever.
47.
The next one is
41 maybe. It might be 41.
I mean, I just can't imagine putting Zachary Quinto at this level in a movie that he wasn't at least second or third named on the character list. Like, he earned himself a lot of props playing Spock. There ain't no doubt about that. And from the looks of the slap, damn.
Well, Zachary Quinto's in it, but he's not the star. He's not the Rupert Friend is the Agent 47. So Zachary Quinto, I'm assuming is one of
should say right below his name.
well Josh Smith, but I don't know who that is in it.
It might be another agent.
No, if it was another agent, it would be Agent 48 or they don't have the numbers.
Josh Smith, seriously. That's like his.
I wish you could click on the actual name of the character and they give a description of who the character is in the story. You know
If you
what I mean?
wikied it, you probably would, but then again,
I'm
it's
not
wiki
doing that
and you
route.
don't fucking know.
But Agent 47 looks decent enough that I want to watch it. So, and
Anyway,
that's number 10. And the only reason I have that above Chappie is I've only seen like one trailer for Chappie. And it looks good, but it's kind of like, I think it's a risk movie. We're going to roll the dice, like, I don't know.
it could
Here
go
we
either
go,
way. It
yes.
could go like District 9, like either District 9 is a polarizing film. You either liked it or you didn't like it. There's no
Yeah.
people that were kind of like, I saw it. I actually liked it. I thought it was
Wasn't
an
the
interesting
people that wrote or made District 9 made Chappie?
Yeah,
I'm not-
I thought it was interesting. I thought it was a new take
not a
on the
good way to
same old
make a movie,
alien
though.
bullshit.
It's not a good way to make money and make a movie. Where 90% of people, or half like it and half don't. You want to get 90% like it or they want to watch it just to make fun of it.
Yeah, let's ask Trekkies how they feel about the new Star Trek, and then let's let them fight each other to the death. But anyway,
Okay, so that was number 10. Number 9 is Ted 2, obviously. Looks pretty funny.
love you, Seth.
Hashtag Mondays. I don't know. Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. I do want to see the conclusion of this. But what I've heard from the book,
This is the conclusion?
it's the last. Yeah. There's only 3 books.
Oh, never mind. I was thinking of the wrong franchise. Go ahead.
The Mockingjay Part 2. For what people I know say that the book ends on a crappy note. So I'm thinking about reading the books just to
Ended
figure
on a
that out,
crappy note.
just to piss people off.
No,
Well,
just
I
do
didn't
it right.
Well, okay, Mockingjay Part 1 sucked, and the reason why it sucked is my opinion on this, is the way it ended. It ended in the middle of the damn story, which just, that bugs
That
shit
bugs
out
the shit
of
out of
me.
me.
God, shit.
It does bug shit out of me. I like it continue.
I was like, when I was a kid, I first watched Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship. I hated the way that ended. It's like, our journey begins here, and then Frodo and Sam walk away after getting off the boat, and then we'll go hunt some orcs. Movie over. Like, that's the best part! You kill like 5 orcs and you're done with the movie. But I was only like 9th grade, so. Okay.
I was an adult at that point in time.
You were adult at that point. Well, I was a child.
What are we, 10? 9 years apart?
9 years apart, yeah. You're the same age as my brother, 9 years.
Oh, that's right. I did grab it.
Okay, so number 8, Hunger Games. I want to see the conclusion of that story. I think it's going to be okay. And plus Jennifer Lawrence, that's a beautiful woman.
Always fun.
Always fun. And she's not like a bombshell, but she's the kind of girl that, yeah, I can't explain that on the podcast. She looks awesome. She's awesome.
You might have a chance with her.
So you're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
Number 7, Terminator. I do want to see how they tie in Terminator Genesis on it.
Yeah, Genesis. Spelled completely wrong, by the way.
There might be a reason for that.
I am well aware of the fact that there's probably a reason for that.
Stars the guy from Spartacus who played Varro. Can't think of the actor's name, but I'm excited to see him broadening his acting horizons. And I'm curious to see how they change the story. The story's supposed to change a little bit, so I'm curious to see that.
It looks like it's going to change a lot.
Okay, number 6, Jurassic World. Like he said, there's a lot of 80s and 90s movies. Like it's a year of the 80s, 90s movies.
Nostalgia's hitting its peak again.
Yep.
Thank God it's not disco.
Thank goodness. Okay, that was Jurassic Park number 6. Pitch Perfect 2. Dude,
That was
I bought
fun.
you that
That
for
first
Christmas.
movie was fun.
It
That
was
first movie
really
was fun.
fun.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a fun movie to watch.
That's another one of those movies. There's people that absolutely hate that movie, and there's people that love that movie.
And well, I liked it because I liked the original first 3 seasons of Glee, and it was just something I wanted to see. Never got around to it. You hooked me up. It was great. I absolutely loved it. That Rock of Ages. Damn it! If you haven't seen it, go.
That is. I just thought of our top 10.
I love
podcast
Rock of
number
Ages.
18.
What?
Top 10 musicals.
Musical in film or musicals on stage?
Yes.
Okay.
Damn, we're getting a lot of work. We're getting a lot of work
We're getting a
done
lot
today.
of pre-work done.
We're getting a lot of work done today. Woo! Before I make our list right after this podcast and be done for the next week or month. Woo!
Ooh, we're taking the 19th off.
How's that?
That's Jesse's birthday, so I'm gonna like.
Is that a Thursday?
My wife's birthday's on a Thursday. It's gonna be March 19th. I'm gonna cook her dinner, make her a cake. Me and each other.
So we're podcasting on the 18th.
So we're gonna have to. Yeah, it's gonna have to be Wednesday or Friday.
I get paid the 19th, so yeah. I gotta go buy
Just
shit. So.
I'm just saying.
All right, number 5, Pitch Perfect. Number 4 is Fast and Furious 7. I'm curious to see how Jason Statham ties in the story. What's going on with Paul Walker? I kind of hope Lucas Black, which is the actor from Tokyo Drift 3, I kind of hope he kind of gets thrown into it because I like him as an actor. A lot of things he's in. I actually remember the first movie he was in. Tokyo Drift. That's the white kid.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just thinking, isn't he in like one of the NCISs right now?
Yes, he's
Is it New Orleans
I
or
don't know.
LA
It's
or
one of
whatever the
those.
fuck it is?
I think it's him.
There's too many. There's like CSI. I keep track. Yeah, they're doing another one of those next
He did a movie when I was a kid. It was actually called Flash. Now the reason it's not Flash, it's about a horse.
Has nothing to do.
But it was a very good movie. I liked it as a kid. He saved up money, bought a horse. His dad got a job, and had to go on a boat for like 6 months. It's a lot of money, but his dad had to do it, and then his grandmother died, and they tried to like take him away. And he rode his horse halfway across the country to meet his dad.
Okay.
It was really good. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, hold on to that thought. We're gonna come back to Fast 7, and we'll go through the list, and we'll come back. We'll keynote it with Fast 7 at the end because there's a lot going on there that I do want to talk about.
Okay. Number 4, number 3, Ant-Man. I'm very excited to watch Ant-Man. It's a different kind of comic book movie. It's a different kind of Marvel movie. You have a superhero that's reluctant to be a superhero. He's kind of get thrown into it, and you kind of see his maturation on that. And I love obscure comics. Like Kick-Ass is an obscure comic book, which is awesome. I love it. Guardians of the Galaxy was another obscure one. There are a lot of stories that are told that people don't know about.
Guardians has been retold at least six times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of good stories out there that people don't know about. Like, for example, he doesn't know Harry Potter. But you're going to know. You'll know soon enough.
I drew my line in the sand.
Well, you're stepping over that line. At least watch one of them.
I step over a lot of lines.
I'll make a new line. I'll do what I want. So, I'm honestly not a fan of Paul Rudd. I can tell you every plot of every movie Paul Rudd's in. I am totally incapable of being in a relationship with a woman. Oh, wait. No, I'm not. Oh, problem solved. That's every movie he's in. That's every movie he's in. Think about it. He does something.
You're right. But
he does something to screw up the relationship.
So funny.
He has like a maturation process, and he gets back in that relationship every freaking movie. I love you, man. He's in a relationship. He gets a friend. He fucks up his marriage for like his to-be marriage for like 5 minutes. Then the guy like, oh, I got this for you. Oh, now I'm gonna get back my wife. That's fun. I can do this for every movie he's in, other than like one. He's an idiot.
You're right. It's funny, but that's why it's funny.
Every movie he's in.
That won't be this movie.
Oh no, absolutely.
Well, I'm sure that'll be part of this movie, but that won't be the movie.
It might be.
And they're doing a good job with this one.
He did get nice rips.
Well, but they're not. Hank Pym is a character in the movie, but he is not the main character in the movie. They're going with like the second or third Ant-Man. They're not going with the original Ant-Man, which I absolutely love. I like the way they put some age on it. That's brilliant. Congratulations to you, Marvel.
Number 2, Star Wars,
Episode 7.
which is at the end of the year, which sucks, but at the beginning of the year, I really want to see that. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, we're gonna IMAX the shit out of that.
We put it for sure. IMAX.
Boom, bro beans.
We're gonna IMAX. We're gonna go early. We're gonna get some wings. Get a Quaker Steak and Lube.
Quaker Steak and Lube. What happened to Permane Brothers? Get a fucking fat ass sandwich with some coleslaw on it.
I want some wings for us that movie. We'll decide on the way. We got time.
We'll flip it sheets.
We got time to decide.
It's Pittsburgh. We can get a Mad Max in Oakland if we want it, man.
We got time.
It's right by Pitt's campus. It's not far to fun.
I am a huge Star Wars fan. I have been my entire life.
Yeah.
I saw every one of the newest ones in theaters on my birthday every year, ironically. Which is weird about the Star Wars movies because they've always come out in like May or like April, May, or June.
Yeah, December release for Star Wars is a little old.
I don't know why they're doing that. Because if you're a really, really good movie, you want to come out in May. Hence Avengers.
Does Disney want to go up against Disney?
That's probably why they're not.
That's exactly why. Marvel and Lucas are now owned by Disney. They don't want to fight themselves for the box office. Why do it? Just go in December and stomp everybody.
Number 1, well, there's I looked at the list. There's 4 movies coming out in December. There's literally no other movie. Hunger Games comes out in November, and then Star Wars. That's the only movies that come out in December next year.
That's some Oscar fucking related bullshit that'll come out.
Some
in
crap that
does.
Never heard of.
Yeah, fucking Seabiscuit.
Number 1 is the Avengers. The highest grossing movie of all time, I think right now, is actually the Avengers. And I love living in a world where
I thought it was Avatar.
The 5 highest grossing movies of all time are, or two of the 5 are Avengers and Batman. I love that kind of world we live in.
Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah.
The simple fact it took Hollywood this long to go wait a minute, Stan Lee had a brilliant idea. Frank Miller had a brilliant idea. Now they're finally going, hey guys,
that's what's
the script's already written. The script's already written.
I need to add one to my list. I need to add one to my honorable mention list.
You're gonna put Spectre.
Seriously? Yes, because it's James Bond. I love James Bond.
Oh shit, I forgot. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
I should have told you that. I just like I said when I was going through my list earlier and I saw Spectre and it had nothing to do with Hal Jordan.
Raiders, the story of the greatest fan film ever made.
I don't even care.
If that's about Raiders of the Lost Ark, I'm interested.
It doesn't matter.
If it's a documentary, I will watch it. So Avengers, number 1 movie, and Spectre is honorable mention. I love the James Bond movies, especially the new age James Bond.
Yeah, he's doing a fairly good job.
And they're writing him very well too. They actually did an origin story from how he had Q or not Q M. No, not M. Money Penny, and now that he has the guy that's the head of the MI6.
Oh yeah, Money Penny.
That's what I mean because M's dead.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, it's Skyfall.
Yeah,
seriously. It does.
How are you not caught up yet? Wow,
okay.
See, now I have to actually look through the podcast because now we have everything. We literally have 15, 16, 17, 18, 28.
Good work. We did it today.
All right, well, my honorable mention is Insurgent.
Oh, yeah, that's honorable mention for me, too. Honestly, I haven't seen Divergent yet.
Well, I love Divergent. I really did, but it seems more like popcorn cinema than something that really just engrossed me and sucked me in. Number 10 for me is Terminator Genesis, but I grew up with the Terminator franchise. The first Terminator was one of the very first movies my dad took me to see in the theater. Yes, I realize that puts me at 6 years old when that came out, but I was fine with it. It didn't scare the shit out of me. I was good. Jurassic World. There's no reason to hate on it before it's come out.
That was one of the first movies I ever saw in theaters was Jurassic Park.
I mean,
that's one reason for me.
I'm sure it's not going to hold the same love in my heart that Jurassic Park did, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to see it. I saw all the others in the theater. MI5, I've seen every Mission Impossible in theaters. There's no reason to stop now. Fantastic Four. It's going to suck. It's going to suck. It is going to suck. Seriously, the plot that I read, unless it was a complete lie, was that they were involved in a teleportation accident, which is not at all what happened to the original Fantastic Four. At least the original 20th Century Fox bullshit got that much of it right. The origin story was correct. Michael Chiklis as the Thing was awesome. Actually, the casting overall was fantastic. It was just the stories that were written sucked. But at least the first film got everything right. This one's going to get everything wrong. So I'm going into it very skeptical. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hate it. It might replace Wing Commander.
Skeptical?
Yes. It might replace Wing Commander as the all-time worst movie of all time in my head.
So you just gave away your number one.
Movie's fucking terrible. Movie's fucking terrible. Watch it. Go watch it. Go watch it. Hold it. I dare you to... What?
AI.
No, I like AI. Wing Commander. Seriously. When you watch it, I dare you to hold a knife in your hand 2 inches away from your temple, because I guarantee you, 10 minutes into the movie, you're just going to you're just going to fucking kill yourself. It sucks that bad.
Vanilla Sky would be one.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Anyway,
cool. Go ahead.
Ted 2 after that. That's my number 6. Yeah, 6 is Ted 2. I love the first one. Seth MacFarlane. I love everything you do. I follow you on Twitter. It's just funny as shit. And then Mad Max after that. Only because I grew up with those films. I love Mel Gibson in that character. I'm interested to see how they take it from here. Fury Road should be very interesting. I think, yeah.
Is he the Mad Max character, or is he just one of the main characters?
No, actually, I think he's Mad Max.
Nice.
And then Ant-Man after that. I am geared up for this. I am ecstatic for this. I am excited for this. From some of the stuff I've seen, and if you're not watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you seriously need to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because that's where they hide all these little bonus clips of shit that's going on in the Marvel Universe that you're not aware of. And you get to see a really awesome clip of Ant-Man running in Super Ant size, jumping up at a guy, going to normal size, grabbing his shoulder, slamming it into the ground, and then running off in miniature. Brilliant clip. A nice way to advertise the character and make him seem relevant. After that, Episode 7. Grew up with Star Wars. One of the very first movies my dad took me to see in theaters was Episode 6. I was born in 78, so, 83 was about the appropriate time to take me to see movies.
He's old.
I am old. Number 2 is Furious 7. Furious 7, I'm very ecstatic and excited for. I want to see what they do with Paul Walker's death. I really do. I'm just that enamored by it to begin with. I want to know, is Jason Statham going to be constantly in odds of Vin Diesel, or is he going to be a guy that signs on to play or to replace Paul Walker, or is it going to be the kid from Tokyo Drift that slides into that role? Because this is one time in a movie franchise that they actually have the opportunity to do that legitimately with no bullshit. And no one's going to be offended or pissed off that you dropped the good guy to pick up another guy that wasn't quite as good. No one would ever be mad about that at this point in time. And you're not going to piss off your audience. You're not going to lose them. Fast 7 was the setup for what was supposed to be a trilogy, and I hope you guys hold your fucking balls to the wall and still do the trilogy to finish it off.
So do I.
Don't puss out. Do it. You had your setup. It sucks how it ended up being, but you're still all right.
So why couldn't Justin Bieber have died?
Yeah, seriously. We took a vote on the Facebook, and we all agreed that Justin Bieber should be dead. And then after that, Age of Ultron. Seriously. Like anything this year coming out. I mean, episode... I'll go ahead and put my money on the table now. I got $10 says that Age of Ultron makes more money than Episode 7.
Huh.
Within 12 months of its release date to theaters. So Episode 7's coming out a lot later in the year, so you got 12 months. You got till December 2016 to see what you're saying for that. That's a long-term bet. You want to take it?
I'll think about that.
Okay. I'm gonna. I love.
Well, the first Avenger movie we banked, so I saw it 3 times personally. So,
but it's Star Wars. It's Star Wars.
But there's a lot of Star Wars fans who refuse to see it because
there's a black storm. Go.
No.
Yeah,
That would be stupid. That would be really stupid.
Yeah,
I would hate that.
Let me talk to you fuckers right now. You Star Wars fans out there that had a ship date because there was a black stormtrooper, go fuck yourself. It's not a clone trooper. It's a stormtrooper. We're all well aware of the fact, and we've had this conversation, the fact that the Empire was almost bankrupt after the Clone War and building the Death Star. They didn't have money, so they needed recruits. Didn't matter what color they were or whether or not they looked like Jango Fett. Go fuck yourselves.
I'm sure not everyone. What it does make it look. I will say this about the Stormtroopers. It makes it look like everyone in the galaxy that. This is my issue. This is my issue with the old Star Wars. The only issue I have, it makes it look like all the people who are in the Empire are all white, oppressing everyone else.
That's why there's all those. That's why there's all those Nazi references.
Yeah. That's
I get it. I get it. I understand it. I really do. But I'm just saying, just because that's the way they made the movies didn't necessarily mean that there were a bunch of Jews and Nazis running the boat.
The fact that they're called stormtroopers, the fact that they're called, the fact that they have to train, like to be completely obedient. Just a lot of like polarity, I guess. Symbolism. I don't know about the word.
A lot of Nazi propaganda going on there.
A lot of it.
And they wear all white. Their leader is black. Figure that one out.
Well, yeah. Yeah, and everyone fears him. There's one black guy in the galaxy that's Orlando Calrissian. Actually, there was two. I gotta make an issue about this. Someone said that there was only one black guy in the galaxy. In the third Star Wars movie, The Jedi Returns, there was a black Starship fighter that got killed. That did happen, I swear to God. So,
like every horror movie, the black guy dies.
Well, he only had like 3 seconds of airtime.
Admiral Akbar wasn't white or black.
Yeah, it's true.
He was closer to black than he was white, but he was definitely a fish. Just saying. He's from
Mon Calamari is his home planet. That is the name of his home planet.
The most unoriginal name for a home planet for a character that looks like a fish.
Mon Calamari is.
George Lucas was running out of ideas. I can see why he sold the franchise.
I mean, look at Jar Jar Binks. There's your prime example.
Jesus God.
Mr. Jar Jar Binks.
We could spend 2 hours debating how much of a shithead he fucking.
Dude, Jar Jar Binks is the reason that Palpatine came to power. He gave the final vote.
Yeah, exactly. What I just said. We could debate for 2 hours about how much of a douchebag.
It's not so much Jar Jar debate is the fact that Jar Jar Binks is a dickhead. I mean, I'm sure he had nice intentions. And how is this just a normal?
Yeah, no, you said just a fucking retard.
This is just a normal little creature.
There's no friendly way even to say it.
Huh?
The rest of his race is somewhat understandable and even lovable. He was annoying. C-3PO was never annoying. And I know the whole reason that George Lucas threw him in here was a replacement for C-3PO to have that little comic relief. And it was just garbage and it backfired and it sucked. And that's why the first three,
I would say the first movie. Hold on, the action looked great. Everything about that movie action.
Everything up until the fight between Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and Darth Maul was just dull.
No, the pod racing was fun.
It was okay. It actually felt like a filler to me. It felt like a filler. We need a reason to do this. Let's make a reason for this to happen in the film because I really want to do this.
You want to know my personal opinion?
That's what I think.
George Lucas had he done okay. George Lucas.
Okay, now you know what? I'm going to stop us right now.
Why?
Because
I have to pitch this with your wife.
Flash is in a hiatus.
Okay.
Arrow's in a hiatus.
Okay.
Agent Carter is gone. Sleepy Hollow's got one more episode.
Yeah, I got to catch up on that too.
The only thing we're going to have to talk about next week is Gotham, Sleepy Hollow, and...
We're going to talk about Arrow because I got to catch up on... I'll catch up
We'll talk about Arrow. Okay, we're not going to have a whole lot to talk about next week. So next week will be the Great Star Wars Debate.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I'm going to have to go back and watch all 6 this weekend.
I'm going to have to... Yeah. I was going to go into a more of a social economical thing. Or like,
we can do either or. Doesn't matter.
Like,
If we're gonna go to the political end of it, I have to stay sober because otherwise I'm
No, what I was gonna go is he has all this stuff he worked on because he owns like what TMX, is that the
not THX.
THX. He owns that, and he did all
LucasArts.
this stuff for movies. And he wanted to showcase that the new Star Wars movie, the Episode 1, was a showcase of all that he could possibly do with his effects.
I still think we can spend an hour on it.
We
We're
can,
not
but I
gonna
won't
have
go
that
into
much
further
time.
detail on that. But that's
We'll save that for next week. So next week, first hour is what we watched in sports, and second hour will be how we feel about Star Wars in its entirety up until Episode 6. Or Episode 3, depending on how you view the time scale.
okay. See you, Internet.
Peace.
Peace.